Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope life is treating you right. Okay. I'm coming to you with a Diddy's acquittal. Now, Diddy has filed, his lawyers have filed for an acquittal, and today is the day of the hearing. Okay. The judge will hear him out, and I believe the judge will make his decision at a later date, to my understanding. However, tomorrow's Friday. So next Friday, on the 3rd, he is to be brought back to court for sentencing. Okay. Now he's facing up to 20 years. Yeah. Okay. But they're not going to give him 20 years. Not on those charges. They're going to run them concurrent. Okay. He's got two charges, 10 years apiece, run them concurrent. So he's facing 10 years. Okay. So anywhere between that up to 10 years is probably what he'll get. That's usually how it goes. However, okay, he may get acquitted. What does that mean? That means that they may drop the charges and start all over again. Okay, well, not drop the charges, but start the trial over again. Okay, now what does that mean for Diddy? Well, it don't mean he getting out. Say, I don't know if he's in some delusion, but if he sat there while his trial was going on the first time, he's going to sit there while his trial goes on a second time. You see what I'm saying? That's how this goes. Yeah, we'll give you an acquittal, okay? But you have to stay right there, okay, and get this sorted out. Ain't nothing changed. So I decide to take a look into this acquittal situation and see if Diddy might get an acquittal, okay? But like I said, and this is another situation, okay, when you get in these acquittals is to be careful what you wish for, because he escaped 3 charges, okay, because he was hit with 5 charges. He got convicted of 2, acquitted of 3, okay? Well, sheesh. He might get convicted of all the charges. He may get convicted of the number 1 charge, which is the RICO charge. Okay, because you best believe that in the meantime and in between time, they have been searching and getting more evidence on Diddy. And that could change the outcome. Plus, they got to get another jury. You're not going to, I don't think, an acquittal, you don't have the same people, the same jury. So, what do the cards say? And this is all alleged for your entertainment purposes only, okay? And we are going to wake it up on Diddy's acquittal. I have the Awakened Tarot. Isn't it pretty? Okay. And they're going to wake it up on Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs. Okay, what can you tell us about the acquittal hearing? Okay, and this is the final acquittal that he has. Okay, he has his rights, and he has the right to be heard. And then, okay, they said that the results of the acquittal may not come out until after he's sentenced. Catch that T. Okay. So he still ain't getting out. Okay. You just screwed however which way you're going. Okay. Yeah. And then they talking about the prisoners that's supposed to be terrorizing him, okay? He's supposed to be terrorized. And it's the prisoners writing him letters of character references, giving him character references while he was incarcerated. I mean, talking about, you're supposed to pick a struggle, sweetie, okay? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, pick a struggle and run with it. Because when you don't, then we know you're lying. You playing two sides to the middle and seeing whatever sticks, I guess. Okay. So what can you tell us about this acquittal? Sean Diddy Combs, thank you for your answers. At the bottom of this reading is the Ace of Wands. So we got some action. We got some action. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So this right here is a letting go of people, places, and things. Okay. Letting go of people, places, and things. We have the Sun card. Okay. So we got the sun shining down. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. Which is bad luck. What goes around comes around. When it's upright, it's supposed to be good luck. When it's reversed, is bad. But like I said, what goes around comes around. Okay. But however, it does let me know that it's not good. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. We have the Page of Cups looking like is that a dead fish? Okay. Looking like that there's going to be an offer. There's going to be some type of offer or news. Some type of offer. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. And she got that little black cat right there. Okay. Uh-huh. We have a Queen of Wands. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Oh. So it looks like the action, okay. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Empress. Oh, excuse me. The Emperor in reverse. The Knight of Cups. Okay. The Knight of Cups with the Page of Cups. So it looks like there's an offer. Some kind of offer that will be presented. The Five of Wands. Okay. So I don't know if he's going to take the offer, okay, because he's going to try to avoid conflict because apparently there's something that's going to be going on, okay. It sounds like there's something attached to the offer. Now that's the Death card. Now this Death card could represent the end of that trial and a new one. Because this is endings and new beginnings. We have the Three of Cups. We have a celebration going on. Okay. The celebration we have, let me correct that, okay, teamwork. We have teamwork. Let me look up this Seven of Wands right here on this card. Seven of Wands. Hey, I know, huh? Okay, there's too many people getting away. Ooh, wait. But see, the thing about it is, it appears, okay, that they're getting away, okay, because justice has been slow. But do not be fooled. Do not be fooled, okay? That's why when there's stuff like this going on, I like to get my popcorn and my Kool-Aid, okay? Because I know, okay, something is going to give. And that's the same thing I be thinking about with the Trump situation, okay? I think what it is that people like them, Diddy and Trump and all these, okay, these high profile people, they we feed into that energy. Oh, okay. They feed into that energy. They live off the energy that we give them. Okay, and I'm not saying it like give them, okay, knowingly give them, but giving them attention. Okay, responding to whatever it is. Okay, they feeding off that. Okay, because you got to realize this we're not dealing with people. We're dealing with evil. We're dealing with evil. We're not dealing with good spirits. We're dealing with evil spirits. We're dealing with, this is spiritual warfare going on here. And these people, to me, I see them as demons. Okay, that's the way I see it. That's my understanding. When they like that and they doing all this stuff, it's just like demons just running around, conquering whatever they can conquer, devouring whatever they can devour, destroy. Okay, what? Oh yeah, they say the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. There it is. There. Okay, yeah, and that's what these people are doing. Okay, but don't be dismayed, honey, because they're gonna get their just desserts. Because see, the thing about it, like I said, with this trial, with this acquittal, even if they make a new trial, which he's so trying to get, that don't mean you get out of jail and come back to court. That means you sit there, okay, until your next trial is over with. Okay, you ain't going nowhere. And then, okay, not only that, you're going to have to sweat all over again because you may get more than what you bargained for. Okay. Like I said, be careful what you wish for. And he's just trying too hard. And that's another reason why he ain't getting out. He's just trying too hard and throwing money at it and whatever. Oh, woo, way. Now, I was looking at the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this card, okay, this Seven of Wands I'm looking at, this would be like a victory card, okay, but it's in reverse. So it's defeat, okay? It's defeat. Everybody gonna see it, okay, and there's gonna be celebration. We have the death card coming in, okay? So I don't know if they could be celebrating, okay, a new trial, okay, or the fact that he gets denied. Let's keep going. Yes, justice. Okay. I have a revelation here. Okay. Just like I was telling you, be careful. Okay. Ooh, she got the sword and the scale. Ooh. Okay. Either way it goes, he's getting justice. So don't you worry your pretty little head. Okay. Yes. And then the thing about it is, if he gets another trial, it's just another distraction from the Epstein files. That's all, okay? Because he ain't going nowhere. Oh, the moon in reverse. Secrets, okay? So there's gonna probably be some more secrets coming out. And if he gets another trial, okay, we got people gonna be celebrating, okay, because there's gonna be justice anyway. And okay, we got the moon in reverse, meaning that there's gonna be more secrets. So there's going to be more revealed if he does have a trial. Because the thing about it is, there's a lot of stuff they have on Mr. Combs that he hasn't been charged with. He hasn't been charged with the weapons they found and the sawed off serial numbers. He hasn't been charged with the drugs found in his hotel room. Okay, he hasn't been charged with that. And then who knows what all they have on the tapes. They're not telling all. They have more on those tapes than they're saying. Okay. And yeah. We have the high priestess in reverse. She's the keeper of secrets. And when she's in reverse, she's telling it. She likes to keep them. She likes to tell them. Next to the moon. Okay. Major arcanas. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas in the same row. And we got 3. Ooh, we got 3 major. Oh, let me show you. I think y'all thought you guys were down. We have 3 major arcanas coming down. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, bad luck. We have the Emperor in reverse, corruption. And then we have Justice. Uh, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And he's pissed. Oh, yeah, he's pissed. Oh, yeah, he's pissed. Oh, he's pissed. Okay, we're going to have to call him Pissy because he's pissed. Ace of Cups in reverse. Somebody's pissed. Okay, so he's going to need some temperance. Okay, we have some temperance, some self, what do you call it? Okay, I'm at a loss of words. Okay, because I'm on live, I'm losing my words. But we have temperance. Self-control. Self-control. Patience through self-control. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse. So those plans that he making and looking overseas in reverse, he can forget about it. Yep, he can forget about it. And then we have the World. So it's going to be the end of that. Okay, the secrets that are gonna, there's some secrets that's gonna end him. Ooh, get your popcorn. Get your popcorn because he's got all these major arcanas. Oh my God. Dang, he got 10. Woo! Half the cards are major arcanas. Oh, make that over half. We got the hangman in reverse. Okay. And the hangman in reverse is somebody who's hard-headed. They don't want to see it from another perspective. They don't want to see, okay, the truth. Okay. They're in denial. They don't want to see it. Okay. They're in denial. Yeah. All these major arcanas. That's crazy. We got the moon in reverse, secrets being revealed. We got the high priestess in reverse, secrets being revealed. Okay. And then we have the world card. Okay. And we have the hangman. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So let us get ooh, okay. Uh we'll go back with the truth. Let's go back with the truth, okay? And see what we pick up. Sometimes I just like to see what the cards are gonna say because they always seem to work out. Okay. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, okay? Before you leave, on your way in, okay? So what can you tell us? Oops. What can you tell us about this read right here, okay, on Sean Diddy Combs' acquittal, okay? He has gone to court today. What time is it? I'm in California, so it's 3:46. So it's 6:46, okay, in New York. That's where they are, 6:46. So they're already out of court. He's out of court, probably in his cell, okay? Yeah, probably had dinner already. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what do you want us to know about the acquittal and this spread going on here on Sean Diddy Combs? Okay, are they gonna acquit it? Are they not? Are they what's the stipulations? Because I'm getting maybe. I'm getting he may get an acquittal, he may not. Okay. Whatever he gets, it's gonna be justice. Allegedly. Okay. See, this is what I like to do. Okay. I'm not perfect. Everybody has intuition. I know that. Okay. I like to get my readings out ahead of the game if I can. Okay. I don't want to wait until everybody that said the same thing and then come out and read. Because to me, that's not a true reading. I want to know what the card said with my intuition and if my intuition is correct. Okay? That's what I want to know. It doesn't have to be for you, but it's for me. Okay? I want to know if my intuition is correct. I want to hear, okay, what everybody is saying and then do a reading. Okay? And tell you, wait. Okay? No shade. There's no shade. And then tell you, okay, I don't know nothing about this person. Okay, wait. Stop! Okay. Now, I don't know if you know where I'm coming from with this, okay, but I said what I said, okay, because I be watching a lot of channels, okay. I watch people I know, I'm familiar with, and people I'm not familiar with, and I'm talking about on the psychic card reading realm, okay, right? And I be darned if I don't hear some of these folks come out and talk about they don't know the person, okay, and come out with the same freaking thing that everybody else been saying. Okay. So I like to see for myself what my intuition is and what the cards want us to know about the Sean Diddy Combs trial, okay? And we may get an answer, we may not get an answer. You know what I'm saying? Like these cards right here. Now, somebody else can read into it and read a yes or no, but me reading into it, okay, I'm getting a maybe because I am getting, and it's just justice cards that's doing it for me because it's like, and oh my God, and this going down the middle. This right here, going down the middle, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and then Justice upright, okay? And then we got the Three of Wands, okay? Wands is actions. Wands is movement. And this man is looking over the waters, okay? Or he looking over somewhere else, okay? Pondering. Now, I don't know if he's waiting on something to come or if he's waiting for somewhere to go, but whatever it is, it's in reverse, so it ain't coming and it ain't going. How about that? Okay, so can you clarify this read, the truth? What do you want us to know about Sean Diddy Combs acquittal? I know the energy is already out there, okay? They've already discussed it. Because they, those attorneys and the judges, okay, they go in and they have discussions about these cases. So it's not like they just coming out, okay, with something new and it hasn't been figured out already, okay? And the majority of time, the lawyers go back and they can tell the client, okay, what's going on as well. Okay, over some drinks. Yep, over some drinks, honey. Ooh, we got some snakes. We got some snakes, we got some lion, and we have some poison, and we have fertility. Okay, yeah, we have a miss you. Somebody's eager to get the hell up out of there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. And that's like speaking to freedom. I miss you, freedom. Look, yeah. And just like this card, look at this. This Seven of Wands. Wait. Where's the card? Oh, this one right here. Just like he's looking overseas and looking out over the waters, so is she. Mm-hmm. Catch that tea. Ha. Okay. Okay. But it's all a performance. It's all a performance. Okay. We have some communication records, some call records. Okay, maybe something they found has changed the course or decision. There's some hidden truths. Okay, see, I tell you, they have other stuff on this man. Okay, don't think they don't. It's like if this don't work, we got something else for you. Mm-hmm. See, I told you, them photographs, them videotapes, that part. He wants to run away, but he can't go nowhere. See, he wants to run away. He wants to get away. That's why he ain't, because they know as soon as he get out, if they let the left side of his body out, okay, they gonna be stuck with the right side. How about that? They want the whole thing, the mirror. He needs to take a real good look in the mirror. A real good look. And not just at his reflection, but at himself. Okay? Because the torment. And see, here's the thing. The thing about this case, okay, you like the Empress, okay? You know who my favorite one is? Mine is the High Priestess, because she likes to keep secrets and she likes to tell. I don't know why, but the Empress is a good one too, okay? But I like the High Priestess. Yeah, she don't play. Okay, so The thing about this card, the torment card, okay, anxiety, depression, trouble, a lot of this is coming from not just knowing what you did, okay, but not taking accountability. Not taking accountability for what you did, you're always going to be tormented. Okay, say. Talent, okay? Yes, he's got some talent, but it's not going to do him no good, okay? Oh, we got an uninvited guest. Now, an uninvited guest, okay? An uninvited thing about this card is that an uninvited guest could come in the form of a person, people, places, and things. Okay, information. Okay, and I'll say bad information because it's uninvited. Uh, um, Information, news. Okay, a package. Okay, maybe not just literally an uninvited guest, but you gotta be creative on this card. So it can mean quite a few things. And then look at the card itself. In the fog, we got a shadow of a man. Something's coming. Big change. There's going to be a breakup, a separation, okay? But a lot of these cards are symbolical, okay? Just, I like the pictures. That's why I got them, okay? But it could be a breakup and a walking away of this appeals process he keeps going through. And like I said, the appeals on the conditions, the stipulations that will be put on that appeals. Okay, if we give you acquittal, appeals, the acquittal. If we give you an acquittal and start the case over, okay, you're still not getting out of jail. You have to sit here in jail while your trial is being redone. Okay, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So just because he gets an acquittal, people, he ain't going nowhere. Especially somebody like him, and he's so desperate to get out. He's offering millions. Okay, he offered them. They didn't ask him. He offered them millions of dollars. Did he offer them millions? Or was it billions? I think it was millions of dollars. Okay, to set him free. Oh, and you got a jet and a boat. Oh no, boo-boo. Okay. Have several seats. See? Several seats. So we're gonna do, because the court is over. Okay. So let's ask the cards, what is the vibe? What's the vibe? Okay. For this courtroom today. What was the vibe? So that is what I have on the Sean Diddy Combs acquittal, as far as reading that energy, and he may get acquitted, he may not. So we didn't get a definite answer, but what I do feel definite about is that he will get justice either way it goes. So if he gets an acquittal and they have to redo his trial again, it's still going to be interesting to follow. Okay, and see what new information, and believe me, there will be new information. I don't even know the man, okay? He don't know me. I know him more than he knows me. Put it to you like that, because I know what he looked like. He don't know what I look like. So with that said, let's go on and see what the vibe is. And then if you guys have any suggestions you want to put in the comment section, We can go and we can do that too. Okay. Oh, let me show you my what's the vibe. Okay. So we're gonna ask what is the vibe on the Sean Diddy acquittal case that he had going on today. What is the vibe? Okay. What do you want us to know? What can you tell us about the vibe? Okay. Then what's that energy like? Okay. And thank you for your answers. But what is that energy like? What's the vibe on Sean Diddy Combs? What is the vibe? Oh, I mixed my cards up. Okay. Unknowingly. I hate when I have see these kind of cards, these clarification cards. Okay, they're supposed to go one way, but we'll get them when I go through them. Okay, because these are usually oracle cards are not reversals; they're just straight up and down cards. But we can read them in reversal. How about that? Okay, you feel the Knight of Pentacles. You should do lessons on the major arcana. Well, I don't feel that I'm that advanced to be given lessons on any of these cards. All I can tell you about the major arcanas is the major arcanas are the cards that hold more power over the rest of the cards. Okay. Now that I'll tell you. So if I have a minor arcana and a major arcana, the major arcana is gonna have more power. Now, my Knight of Pentacles, the Knight, no. Okay, well, that's okay. No, my King of Pentacles, my King of Pentacles, and my Queen of Pentacles, I call King and Queen Money. Okay, see, the thing about the tarot is okay on the cards is like I said, where you're using your intuition. I'm using my intuition, and the cards help me on my intuition. Okay, so with that being said, that we can have the same deck of cards, identical cards, okay, but we can get a different interpretation from the same card. Doesn't mean you're wrong, and it doesn't mean I'm right. Okay, we can both be right. Oh, slow moving trial. Well, no, it's okay. Oh, if he gets a new trial, though, if he gets a new trial, but the thing about it is, it's already slow. If he's trying to get an acquittal, and then they have to start all over again, he's still got to sit there and wait. So, what do you want to tell us about the Sean Diddy Combs? His acquittal trial that went on today. They're giving their cases on why he should be acquitted, and in the other side, why he shouldn't be acquitted. Okay, I presented my case, and I did this and that, and whatever article. Okay, you know how they do on that. So, what do you want us to know? Thank you for your answers. Okay, let's go down. Get you down so you can see. Okay, so here we go. What's the vibe? Ooh, recharge. We got to recharge. Okay. Well, he does. Clear his mind, though. Uh-oh, he's in over his head. Yeah, he's in over his head. And he's exhausted. Yep, daydreaming. Got his head in the clouds, thinking he's gonna get released. Yep, we got the legal, the lawyers, the court, the paperwork. Yep, it's giving him a migraine. It's puzzling and confusing, but he's still trying. Because he's not looking at all that. He's looking at in and out. That's what he's looking at. He's stagnant. He's stuck. He's stagnant. It's a dead end. Yeah, so he needs to take a vacation from his mind, okay? He needs to give his mind a vacation. We have some feminine energy coming in, okay? Some mothering instinct. We have distance, okay? Yes, he's got distance going. He's salty, he's bitter, and he's hangry. I told you somebody's pissed. I told you somebody pissed, okay? He's trying to get that glow up, see? He wants that glow up. He wants them new opportunity. He just got his head in the clouds. Okay. He's really suffering in silence. Okay. He's suffering in silence. He's antisocial because he's into his feelings. And the thing about it is, okay, he's suffering in silence. Uh-oh, I lost my train of thought just that quick. He's suffering in silence, okay, because it's not about that jailhouse, okay? It's about his ego, okay? His ego. Okay, he's got these clingy old exes, okay, and these clingy old ways and these old friends that's wishing he'd get out so they could continue on getting that free money and free dope deals, whatever he was giving them, okay. We have, oh, don't do the mentorship. Don't do mentorship, you guys, with Diddy, okay. See that card? No, 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 no. Says giving back. I guess he wants to give back on his what did he had a class though? What did he had? They said he's holding some class on oh, I don't know what the class is. Okay, on these kids wanting to be a star or something. I don't know. Okay, nah, that's just how you. Just think about it, okay? Didn't he have Camp Diddy, okay, where he done took Usher to? How you gonna allow Diddy, after what they said about him and what he did, okay, and his mentorship, how is he gonna have a class of any kind in jail with a record like his? Child. Okay. Yeah, see, we have a mask. He's hiding. He's hiding and concealing. He's very deceptive. Okay. And the thing about it is, people like that, like Diddy, okay, they're very good at deception. Okay, because they have been practicing and doing it for years. Decades. He's not new to this. He's true to this. Even when he doesn't have to be deceptive, he's going to be deceptive because it's like second nature to him. Okay. So now he's kicking up waves, okay, or waves are kicking up because now he's worried, okay, and there's a lot going on, and just that time, procrastination, okay, delay. And this came up before, and I was wondering, was he going to try to delay that sentencing? That sentencing that's going to be next Friday. Okay, he has the protection of the Archangel Michael, or it could be for his victims. Yeah, they can all have it. Okay, let me tell you, they can all have the protection of the Archangel Michael. Okay, in this key word here, this sentence, prevention from harm. Okay, prevent it from harm. Okay, nobody is going to harm you or your victims because you are on a life path that you have yet to fulfill. See what I'm saying? Okay, so we can't have no harm come to you or them because y'all on a mission. They're on a mission. Okay, so bad decisions. He was getting his thrills, okay, off of bad decisions and addictions, okay? And then he's got consequences. And that just says that. He's got consequences. And that's the way they feel about Diddy, okay? That's the way this little acquittal thing is going, okay? You made bad choices. You got off on making your bad choices, okay? Now you suffer the consequences, okay? There it is there. So you gotta watch it. Anybody have a request? Anybody want to read on somebody? Okay, you want me to read on somebody? Let's see who's who. Now I did. Oh, I gotta. Did I put my read up? Oh, I gotta upload the body in the trunk. I don't know if you guys are aware of the body in the trunk. You guys are aware of the Celeste Rivas, the guy named David, that whole controversy, okay? And I don't know how many of you guys are aware that the day after they discovered her remains, they discovered another body in the tow truck yard down the street, so to speak, okay, in the blue Honda Civic, and it was partially burned, okay? Now, they have not come out with any more details other than it is related to a missing persons investigation. And I think they might be trying to hold tight lip on this one, now that I think about it, because of how they did Celeste, okay? How they towed that body, and they towed this one to the tow yard, okay, with a body in the back, okay? Didn't expect to inspect the vehicles. The employees called because it was stinking. Okay, well, in the Honda Civic, okay, they go along those lines that it was a missing persons, and the family of the missing person, whoever they may be, came to the tow yard and wanted to see the vehicle that was related to the missing persons, okay? And in that course, they discovered a partially burned body was still in the vehicle. Okay, so that's two vehicles brought into two different tow trucks. But see, two different tow yards. But see, both tow yards are they get the police tow vehicles. Okay, so I guess whatever one they're closest to, whatever one is open. Okay, we have a car here we need picked up, okay, and towed and taken to the yard. That's how, I guess that's how that works, okay. But you can't just tow the car to the, well, you shouldn't be able to just tow the car to the yard without inspecting it, okay. You know what I'm saying? Kind of makes sense, especially with them bodies coming up in LA, honey. Okay, if you get if you find a vehicle sitting there on the streets and you calling the tow truck, honey, the first thing you want to do is look into the vehicle. I mean, you surely don't want to smell that stinking in your yard. Okay, so I have a question since you guys don't have one. What happens after Trump's death or leaving the White House? Okay, I don't know when he's going to leave it. It's already been too long. But what happens, okay, when he leaves the White House? Okay, I don't know if he becomes incapacitated in some way, shape, or form, or if he drops dead. I don't know, allegedly, okay? We just want to know what happens after that. Because I'm going to tell you, those people up there, they are making plans. They are making plans. Okay. Let's see, how do we want to ask this question? Okay, we're going to go with this, my little martini tarot, okay? And I want to ask, let's look into Trump. Let's look into Trump's mental health. I know his physical health, okay, is declining. But it seems to be more of a noticeable decline in his mental, okay? Let me burn some more. Let's smudge. Do some more smudge, okay? Yeah, so let's know, let us, okay, because everybody's talking about the physical, which we cannot see. I don't see all that physical, okay? He just looks like an elderly male to me, okay? An older, elderly gentleman. Mm-hmm. Let's get some new energy on these cards, okay? Woo! Uh-oh. Y'all done put a hole in my, oh, man. Okay, not quite. Almost, though. Put a hole in my shirt. Okay, so can you tell us about the situation, condition on Trump, mental health? Is there something going on with his mental health? What do you want us to know about Trump's mental health? What can you tell us? They say he has a family history of dementia or Alzheimer's. Okay. He also has a family history of something else too. But what can you tell us? Okay. And you guys, I'm going to look at the mental health in regards to cuts, okay? Because those are emotions, those deal with the mind, okay? So we'll see. Let's see what the cards tell us. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tanya, how you doing, girl? I see you, boo-boo. I see you. Okay, so what do you want us to know about Trump's mental health? And thank you for your answers. Okay. Thank you for your answers. Okay. So underneath this reading is the Ace of Wands. Okay. So there's action there. Oh, it says a breakthrough. Okay, a breakthrough. So let's see what we got. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, we got some feminine energy coming in here. Okay, in the form of confidence. Okay, determination, social butterfly. That could be a lot of people in his administration. Okay, there we go. Now, this is my Donald Trump card, either King Money or the Emperor. Okay, if the Emperor comes up, we'll assign that to Donald Trump. Okay, but this right here is King Money. Okay, so this is abundance, this is wealth. Okay, it's supposed to be generosity and prosperity. Okay. However, we do have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. So this is defeat. Yeah, this is defeat. So yeah, he's backing up. He's backing up. Okay. He's having a lack of confidence and motivation. And he's aware. He's aware. He knows that he's lacking this. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Uh and he knows, he sees the decline in his health mentally and physically, allegedly. Okay, and he it's giving him a hit to his confidence, his ego. Now we have the Three of Swords. Okay, now the Three of Swords, it's in reverse. Okay, what do we have here? Yes, I know, huh? Okay. Yes, and I was just talking about that, Tanya, about the interpretation of the cards. Okay, is that I've seen a lot of people. Okay, they don't all have the same interpretation of the cards. You're going by your intuition and what it strikes your intuition as. Okay, and one word on here, because these have the meanings, can jump out, and another word may jump out to you. Doesn't make me wrong or you wrong. Okay, it's just our interpretation, because I've seen people with these cards and I'm just watching them and they have a different interpretation. However, it comes along to be the same meaning. Okay, it's a trip, but anyway, okay, it's interesting, not in a bad way, but yes. So but we're just because we're talking about health too. That might be a little why you see my interpretations are off. We're looking at Donald Trump's mental health. Okay, apparently health is coming in here because I have the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords, okay, in reverse means some type of heart issue. Okay, there's some type of heart issue here. Okay, I know we're looking at his mind, but the cards is saying that, and this always comes up. Okay, yeah, it always comes up. Okay, so he has some heart issues. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. Yep, Nine of Swords right next to the Three of Swords. Okay, so this heart issue, I mean, this is fear, anxiety, despair. Okay, it's weighing on his heart. It's weighing on his heart. It's stressing. It's stressing his heart out. Okay. And then we have the Tower in reverse. Now, the Tower in reverse is an avoidance or a delay. Let's look at, well, we could say it both. Okay. He's delaying the inevitable. Okay. And he's avoiding it at the same time. Okay, so that's what the Tower is. So actually, it's just a matter of time. But he's got stress on his heart. We have Judgment in reverse. Okay, and this right here is He's not feeling too good. He's not feeling too good. Along with his inability to face the facts. He doesn't want to face the facts. He knows his health is failing. He really should be resting, okay? But with a job like this, okay, that's why they look at your age, okay? Because this is a very stressful job, and your health plays a lot into this type of job, okay? And he was not healthy coming in. This right here, this job is just making it worse. So, in other words, where Donald Trump would have been healthier, he would have been healthier longer, or he would have probably lived longer, okay, if he had not won the presidency. Excuse me, allegedly. And believe me, that's all in capital letters, allegedly. Okay. Yeah. So that's what's going on here. And it's very helpful stress. And he should be resting. He should be enjoying his retirement. Yeah. And all taking a toll is taking a toll on his mind, body, and soul. It's the grace of God that's keeping Trump standing. He has something to fulfill, just like P. Diddy. They on a mission. They on a mission. Okay. It ain't over till God says it's over. Okay. They on the mission. Ain't nothing you can do to these people until their mission is completed. Okay. Then, okay, so we're looking at his health. Okay. His emotional health. But he's coming out with physical here. Okay. Yeah. So he needs to release. We have the 10 of wands, okay, in reverse. The 10 of wands in reverse is an unsurmountable amount of pressure, stress, however you want to look at it, okay? You break it down. Okay. You are on the verge of collapse, downfall. Okay? You got to let it go. You got to let it go. He needs to retire. Yeah. It's a lot of stress. And sometimes, it's funny. It's funny how God works, okay? Because here's the thing. These people in this administration, okay, just like, and I don't know why I always got to compare it with Diddy, but I just can't stop it. Comparing it to, they run in the same line. You got all this evil, all this demons, just a swarm of them. Okay, you got this swarm over here in the White House. You got this swarm over here. Okay, you got swarms, but they're swarms. Okay, of demons. Okay, and working together. Lost my train of thought again. He will fade away. Well, the thing about Donald Trump is going down in history, okay? And it's not good. This is definitely going to be in the history books on what not to do. It's going to be a lesson learned. It's going to be all that, okay? And the thing about it is, all these people, it's funny how God works, because all these people, including Donald Trump and Diddy and his little swarm, okay, they are being blocked from understanding, okay? And that's because they're so clouded up in evil. Okay, they can't see the forest for the trees. But sometimes you know how you have a revelation, okay, and you know how you pray on something, okay, and it comes to your mind like, oh my God, I should have thought about that all the time. You are wondering why I didn't think of that, okay, because your understanding was blocked. Okay, their understanding has been blocked. Okay, their understanding has been blocked, and it's been blocked on purpose. Okay, it's also been blocked because they're all up in this they all up in the dirt. Okay. hmm And then God is going to come and he's going to take that veil off. Okay. And you're going to have an understanding. And you're going to have an understanding. You got what I need. You are going to have a freaking understanding. You are effing around and you're going to find out. And it's going to be a revelation. And the thing about it is, when the veil is taken off, it can't be put back on. Once you have that understanding, it stays. Okay. You can't run back under the veil. Okay. You can't run back under the veil. You can't run, you can't hide. And they are going to have, what do they call it? An awakening. Call it what you want. Okay. But right now, okay, for some reason, their understanding, their awakening has been blocked. Okay. We see it clearly. Okay. But we ain't in the, we're not, you're not in the hellhole with them. You're not the crabs in the bucket. They are. And you're looking at them like, oh my God. Okay. What in the world? That's what it is. Their understanding, their sight has been blocked. Okay. The only understanding, they're low vibrations. They're low vibrations. You know what they say, the low hanging fruit? He's not gonna fade away. Okay. He's not gonna be fade away because he is going to be a lesson to be learned. He is a force to be dealt with. Okay. So he's not gonna just fade. But what's going to happen, I feel, allegedly, for your entertainment purposes only. You know, I gotta say that. Okay. I feel that when Trump leaves office, okay, however he leaves, I think that force that's with Trump is gonna, okay, is gonna burst. The bubble's gonna burst, okay, because no one else. There's no other Donald Trump. In other words, you know what I'm saying? Okay, there's wannabes. There's wannabes, okay? But I think that bubble is just gonna burst, okay? Because I don't know what they are so afraid of, okay? But they can't see the way we can see. They too low. They too low. Okay, and the only way to get up on this level is to shed them demons, shed that dirt. Okay, you see, do you understand what I'm going here? Okay, I'm looking at it in a spiritual aspect. You can really look at it in all kind of aspects. Okay, but those people around him, they're all up in that dirt. Those people that around Diddy, they're all up in that dirt. Their hands are dirty. Their hands are dirty. Okay. They either are taking bribes, they're being paid, they did some dirt, they in the Epstein files, all that, you name it. Chicken, beans, cornbread, you name it. Okay, they all up in it. They snakes. They snaking each other. They ain't snaking us. They snaking each other. They all up in that White House, okay? Just crabs in the bucket. Crabs in the bucket. Okay, trying to outdo each other, trying to outbeat each other, throw each other under the bus. I mean, it's just something. I bet it's a sight to see. Okay, it's a sight to see. Imagine that. Okay, imagine that. So that is going to break up that bubble, because that bubble, okay, is going to pop in different pieces, and the pieces are weaker. The bubble together, okay, is strong, but when it pops, all those pieces go flying because they weak. They weak. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So now we're still on the health. Okay. Don't forget to get the video thumbs up, people. Now we have the six. Yep. The six. The six of cups. Okay. Now the six of cups is the nostalgia card. Okay. This is the innocence card. This is where your dementia comes in. And you know where that dementia is going? Right over the heart card. Mm, mm, mm. The three of swords, betrayal. Okay. Dimension. Okay. So that's like telling us that his heart and his mind. His heart and his mind. Let's keep going. Temperance. Okay. Now, this is in reverse. Temperance is a form of self-control. Okay. Abstinence. Okay. This being in reverse is an imbalance. Okay. A loss of control. Okay. Overindulgence. He's supposed to have less indulgence. It's overindulgence. Okay. Okay. And it may be related to his sleepless nights and his anxiety and his depression. He's got too much of it. Okay. He doesn't know how to control it. Okay. He's got so much on his plate, and he's done so much dirt. And there's still dirt out there that he's worried about. Whether we know it or not is irrelevant. Okay. Then we have the food in reverse. Ooh, and that's going on the, oh my goodness, that's going on the tower in reverse. Okay. So this is recklessness, folly, careless, naive, inconsiderate, hasty, easy to manipulate. He's easy to manipulate because he's got issues with his mind and he cannot control himself. But see, the thing about it is the cards is telling us, because they won't allow us to see it. Okay. They are holding out as much as they can. We get little bits and pieces when he makes his little slip ups. Okay. But honey, okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And this talks about being stubborn. Okay. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He doesn't want to move. Okay. He want to stay right where he at. Okay. Well, that tells you how the presidency gonna go. Okay. He's not gonna leave. He ain't leaving without a fight. Woo! They're gonna have to drag him out. All they gotta do, as much as they shooting him up with whatever they shooting up with, and all them pills he popping, okay, just give him an extra dose. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. This right here has some form of corruption. Okay. Yep. corruption, injustice, miscommunication, confusion. Confusion, that stands out because that goes with the Six of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, we have that right here, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I wonder, does he really think in his delusion and his bad heart, his bad health, that he really thinks that he's putting in work? He really thinks that he's doing a good job. He really thinks this. That's what it seems to come out. He really thinks that. We got the devil in reverse. What's up with the devil in reverse? This has to do with overcoming an addiction. This goes with the Temperance card, okay? Where I told you where there's he can't control himself, okay? And this right here in reverse talks about regaining control. Reclaiming power, release, freedom, detachment. Okay. Now, one thing to me about the devil card, to me personally, whether it's whether it's reverse or upright, to me it still means the devil's in the details. It's not a good card. Okay, so they got a meaning here of overcoming addiction. Okay, the devil in reverse. Okay, to me, the devil's in the details. He's just there. There's nothing good about the devil, whether he's sitting upright or he's upside down. Okay, we have the star card though, and that's in reverse. Didn't I tell you? So yeah, right after the devil, here comes the star card in reverse. Despair, lost direction, disloyal. Yep. Can't control itself. Then we have the Three of Coins, okay? We have some type of teamwork going on here, some type of collaboration. It's some recognition going on. They recognize. So they know. Then we have the World. So they recognize their teamwork, okay? So maybe there's some teamwork going on in the background or maybe in the future to bring this regime to an end. Or, well, it's Trump, allegedly. But in reality, see, this is the thing, okay? This is my inclination, is that they're having a hard time, okay, finding who, what, can replace Trump. Okay, because I told you, once he's gone, okay, it weakens all the pieces flying apart. Okay. Oh yeah, right. Okay, but see, they're telling him he's doing a good job because all kind of reasons. Okay, all kind of reasons. They're all corrupt. They want in on the money, on the corruption. That's how they got there. Okay, Trump called them. He's like the mob boss calling in his cronies. Okay, that's all they are. They're not fit for the position. Okay, they're not qualified, no experience. Okay, but he has all these people in his cabinet. And then when they go and they turn their back on him or betray him, he's like wondering why. Well, because you guys are all birds of a feather. You just like Trump ain't nobody friend, and neither are they. Okay, sheesh. So Now, okay, they're collaborating how to get him in, and they cheating and skedaddling. Now that he's in and all this stuff is going on, okay, now they need to figure out how they can replace him. And I feel that's why he's in there, and that's why he's in there so long. They cannot find someone, knock on wood, they can't, and they won't, and they don't, that can replace Trump. See what I'm saying? Even if it's somebody younger, okay, definitely need somebody younger. But there's nobody like Teflon Don, okay? Nobody like Teflon Don, okay? Because see, you got to realize he's not new to this. He's true to this. He's not new to it. He's been corrupt since he been born. He was born out of corruption. He was raised in corruption, okay? So he was taught corruption, okay? And the other people, they learned it, okay? They learned it out of greed, desperation, okay? Wannabes. There, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, now the Two of Swords, as far as health, okay, can we represent some type of surgery? Okay, can represent some type of surgery, or to me, okay, medicine, intravenous. To me, when I do health, the swords are needles. Okay, the swords are needles. Just like this one right here, okay, I can read this as some kind of surgery as well on the heart, because it's right next to the heart card in reverse. The heart card in reverse to me means a bad heart, okay? And we have the Nine of Swords right next to it. So I think he had, not now, I think earlier, okay, he had some type of heart surgery, okay? And he may have had either some kind of surgery, or he's having some type of intravenous drugs admitted to him. Usually with the Two of Swords, it's usually needles, okay? It's usually needles, okay? And as a matter of fact, when I talk about this, okay, see, because I'm confusing myself in reading the cards because I'm reading for health. This card for me, okay, when I'm reading in regards to health, are pills. These are pills, okay? So it's like he's taking pills and he's getting intravenous shots or whatever, okay, administered to him. And they have to do, let me show you what I'm looking at, okay? Let me give you I'm looking at this row. I just had a revelation. Okay, looking at this row. Okay, here we go. Here's the heart card in reverse. Okay, so he's got a bad heart. Okay, next to that is, okay, next to it is this card. Okay, surgery. So he has some surgery done on his heart. Okay? Then I have the dementia card, the Six of Cups. Okay? Right? The Six of Cups is right below the heart card. So that's telling me that he has a bad heart and he has problems with dementia, Alzheimer's, you call it what you want, okay? Senile, you can call it what you want, okay? Underneath that, okay, we have the pills. So there's medication, okay? Underneath that, we have the Two Swords, and they're all right here going down the same row. okay, which tells me that he's getting some type of intravenous drugs or whatever, okay? That's how I'm reading the cards, and that's why you hear me saying what I'm saying, okay? Okay, Tanya, okay, enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe. Okay, so that's what I want to explain to you on how I'm reading what's going on here. And these cards are all right here that I just showed you, with the exception of the Nine of Swords, which is right next to the heart card up here, right next to the heart card. Okay, I'm gonna get a different view too, so you can see this in the upright position, so I can explain where my mind is going. Okay, so I'm looking at, now that I'm doing the health card. Okay, is that he's got a problem with his heart, he's got a problem with his mind, and he's taking pills and he's getting some shots for it. Okay. Last but not least, okay, we have this card right here. This is the Nine of Swords, okay? It's in reverse and related to heart. Health, okay? This could be related to some kind of surgery, okay? We have swords at the beginning of this row right here that I'm looking at, okay? And we have swords at the end, okay? So he may have had some type of surgery. Okay. This is the devil. So he may have had some kind of surgery, or, okay, he's feeling some type of release because of the surgery, is where I'm getting. Okay. But if I want to move it across this way, because you can read this way, you can read this way, and you can read diagonally. Okay, I usually don't read diagonally. Okay, I can, but I just usually don't. Okay, I like to read up and down. Okay, and I like to read this way. And we have the star card in reverse, so the star is going down. Okay, and we have some collaboration, and we have the world here, which there's an ending to. So I feel like that in between the star being in reverse, okay, which means, to me, means kind of lights going down, not lights out, but the lights going down, okay, because you're no longer the star. And then we have the world card, which is the end. In the middle, we have the collaboration, the teamwork, okay. They're making plans, okay. And they're making plans on your ending, okay. And they just might give you something, okay. With all these swords at the end, they just might give you a little shot to make you feel real good. To make you feel real good, okay? Don't you worry about nothing, Mr. Trump. I got something for you, okay? So that could be it, okay? Because two is, with all the stress and the medication that he's getting, I'm surprised that he hasn't gone a long time ago from all that on his body. But I think too is they're doing a lot more than what they're saying and what we're seeing or hearing. Okay, because you got to remember, he's got that little hospital already there at the White House. He doesn't have to go anywhere. Okay, so that might be why we're not getting a lot of news and information being leaked. Okay, because all they got to do is just take them to the back, take them in the back, and fix them up. Okay, and let them stay there and recuperate, and voila, he's back. Okay, to normal, so to speak. So with that said, I'm gonna end this. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up. Okay. If you have any requests or any comments, just leave them down below. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.